Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 6th grade concept of order of operations and prime factorization. This is 6.7a Readiness Practice, the Proficient version. If you are interested in exploring the 6.7a Readiness Practice for the intermediate or advanced versions, or the Readiness Practice resource aligned with any other standard, you can find those by using the link in the video description. So we need to evaluate this expression. And to do that, we're going to use our order of operations. Remember, multiplication and division are on the same level, same with addition, subtraction. Those are inverse operations. You can do either of those left to right when they come first. And so let's look, we've got our parentheses first. So that's really what we're going to take care of first. And inside the parentheses, or inside the bracket, we've got the parentheses. So that's what we really need to deal with first. So you know what, let's show that with a different color so you can kind of track the changes. Because we need to take care of that inside parentheses first. All right, so let's look at this. I've got the 5 plus 3, so that's going to come down here, and that is going to just simply go down to 8. Now, I don't really need the parentheses anymore around that, so I'm going to just kind of bring down the brackets. 8 squared minus 12 over 2 squared. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to take care of still the brackets because that still serves as my parentheses. I'm not outside of that yet. I've got two things to do in there. I've got an exponent and I've got a subtraction. So obviously the exponent comes first. And so what we're going to do is we're going to bring this down. It's really 8 times 8. So that's going to be 64, right? And that's going to be 64 minus 12 over 2 squared. So now that parentheses, which is really a bracket, but we're treating it like a parentheses. It's that outer set of parentheses. There's only one operation left, so we need to do that. So we need to do 64 minus 12, and that's going to give me 52. And so finally, I can stop looking at the left side, and I can start worrying about the right side. On the right side, I've got a divided by, and then I have a exponent. Well, we got to do the exponent first. And so that's going to be 52 divided by, or fraction, of 2 squared equals my 4. So now 52 divided by 4. All of that gets me to my final simplification of 13. All right, so hopefully you got 13 as you were simplifying this expression. So for number 2, we've got a teacher arranging desks. She's got 2 different class periods, and she has 42 desks, but Class A only has 28 students. Class B has 42 students, so that's easy. So we need to find equal rows that we can put those desks in, and we're going to use prime factorization here to help us figure out the greatest number of desks that need to be in each row so that each class period has complete rows of students. Once again, is that 28 we're really thinking about. So class A, all right, so let's look at 28. I'm going to do prime factorization of this. So I'm thinking 2 times what makes 28 since it's even, that's going to be 14. So that's going to be 2 times 7. All right, so our prime factorization here is 2 squared times 7. Now let's check out our class B, and that's 42. Now I know that 42 is going to be fine here because we have 42 desks, 42 students, but let's see how big we have how much we have in common here. So this is going to be 2, and that's going to be 21, and then that is going to be 3 and 7. All right, so my prime factorization here is 2 times 3 times 7. All right, so what do I have in common? Well, this 2 squared is really, if you want to think about it, 2 times 2, right, times 7. So my common factors that I have in both are going to be a 2 and a 7. I don't have a 3 in either. So what I can say is 2 times 7 makes 14. So 14 is a common factor. I can divide 14 into 28, 14 times 2, and I can divide 14 into 42, That's 14 times 3. So each row, so we can say each row can have 14 desks. So if we have 14 desks, what's going to end up happening is we're going to have 3 rows of 14 desks, 14, 28, 42. For Class A, the 28 students are going to fill up the first 2 rows, and the last row is going to be empty, but the teacher will have complete rows. And then in Class B, all 3 rows, all desks will be filled in. So that's how we can use prime factorization to solve problems like that. And for the third problem, we have another expression that we need to evaluate. So we're going to write down our PEMDAS to keep in order here. Now, I'm going to take care of my parentheses first. 8 plus 3. And then within my parentheses, look what I've got. I've got an exponent. So within my parentheses, I've either need to take care of my exponent or my subtraction first. So parentheses say, look inside here, and inside here I've got a 2 to the 4th minus 5. So let's take care of our 2 to the 4th. 2 to the 4th is really 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. It's 2 times itself 4 times. So 2 times 2 is 4. The other 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 times 4 makes 16. So we can do 8 plus 3. Let's bring this down. That's going to be 16 minus 5, and then everything else stays the same. Still need to take care of that parentheses first, so 16 minus 5 is 11. Now, I'm going to keep the parentheses there just because I need to multiply that 3 by it, but really that's not acting as a parentheses anymore. That's just a multiplication. So I can kind of stop thinking of it as parentheses. I need to go down my order of operations. Next is my exponent. So I do have this 10 squared, which is really, think about it, 10 times 10. So I'm going to bring this down. 10 times 10 makes 100, and that's going to be divided by 5. And so I'm just going to rewrite that 3 parentheses 11 is 3 times 11 because it does the same thing. So now I've got a multiplication and a division that I need to do before I do my addition subtraction. So we can actually kind of combine those since they're not the same thing and they're not connected. We can kind of separate those. 3 times 11 is 33. 100 minus, or divided by 5 is 20. And then I'm just going to bring down my 8, my plus, and then my minus. So then we could do these in order from left to right. So my 8 plus 33, that is going to equal 41. Subtract 20. And then 41 minus 20 is going to get us our final answer of 21. So if you were interested in exploring the 6.7a Readiness Practice Resource lined with the Intermediate or Advanced version, or the Readiness Practice Resource lined with any other standard, you can find those by using the link in the video description.